Doing the video about the hurricanes. Here I am now back to Kenyan politics. We are going to do various analysis so that we ensure that we inform the public the best level that we can. If this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. I'm really humbled for those 700 of you who've always been coming back. Please let the number go up. Back to the video today here. Now, people are asking what happens if Rigathi Gachagua loses. Now, according to what is happening and what happened in Parliament yesterday, the impeachment of Gachagua is going to happen in the Senate, and probably Rigathi Gachagua will go home completely as an impeached deputy president, first ever in the Republic of Kenya. Previously, we used to have those who were dismissed by the president himself, but under the new constitution that was promulgated in 2010, the dismissal of the deputy president has to go the process that it is undergoing right now, where there's public participation, tabling of the motion, and then voting, and then this guy getting impeached completely. And within 14 days, the president must appoint his principal assistant, that is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, as things stand today, it's very clear that Rigathi Gachagua has been impeached at the National Assembly, now waiting for the confirmation at the Senate. And as what we saw the MPs do yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be impeached, probably by a huge number of senators. So he needs 23, yet he only has, say, 11 of them as friends. If all these 11 bring one each friend, that's basically 22. So probably he needs more to gain the confidence, or to get these members of parliament, or even the members of the Senate, at least to be part of the team that is stopping his impeachment. One thing I said before here, that the major problem with Rigathi Gachagua, it is not creating friends. Concentrating on Mount Kenya alone and failing to create friends now, you could even approach and extend a hand and tell him, excuse me, sir, excuse me, Senator or MP, please support or please vote no against my impeachment. So nobody's there. It's just a few who have been standing with him from the region, that's Mount Kenya, that can support him. Nevertheless, that's not the basis of this analysis here today. Today, the basis of this analysis, it is what happens if Rigathi Gachagua leaves office. The first one, this is what Gachagua will do. He will embark on serious opposition of the government. He will not be vying for any seat unless the East African Court or the Court of Justice of Kenya, the Supreme Court of Justice, overturns his impeachment. If it doesn't, that means that Rigathi Gachagua is going to serve from outside. He's not going to be elected or serve in any public office. He'll just be owning his hotels and properties across the country, but will not be vying for any seat in this country. So if he decides, he can seriously get into what you call opposition, but it won't take long, because the government will come for you. Once they have accused you of something, they'll always come for you and actually not even intimidate you as such, they can even arrest you. So therefore, Gachagua will have a lot that will happen on his doorstep, but even if he embarks on opposition, just for a short time. Another thing he's likely to do is align himself to a certain political faction. Right now, we have, of course, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is eyeing to have Rigathi Gachagua on his side. That is mostly going to happen, because if he's impeached, he's basically going to join somewhere so that he can kill his strength and have more allies who are going to help him propel his political agendas in this country. Another thing we expect right now is that harsh public treatment of those MPs who really voted in favor of the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. So those who supported the impeachment motion and are from the mountain, within a short time, perhaps even a year, they'll be treated harshly by the locals there until the elected president, the appointed deputy president, takes effect in this mountain. If its projects completed, if its projects are launched, if it's an issue to do with ensure that proper circulation of money in the country, because those guys are businessmen, it happens. So therefore, the deputy president is going to be appointed, probably, and before it takes effect, Rigathi Gachagua is going to fight him on the ground, and is going also to get harsh treatment because he has benefited from the failure of their own. Very critical. Another thing that's going to happen here, we expect Rigathi Gachagua also to have what you call the organization of the mountain. We now have a different leader there. Uhuru Kenyatta probably might emerge, or the one going to be appointed, if he's from the mountain, probably to become the deputy president, could be emerged as the top leader in that region. And also we're going to have alignments now. Those enemies from the mountain who have been outside the government will now come back and be together and show at least, okay, now we are here, all of us outside government, now let's execute. But however, I know there's no issue. It's not going to be easy for trust issues, especially for Rigathi Gachagua, because it was with Uhuru during all his time. But when it came time to fight him, he brought so many personal things like Uhuru alikuwa mlevi nikamtoa kwa bar nikamweka uongozini. Such kind of allegations are not so good when it comes to a leader. Uhuru Kenyatta, Rigathi Gachagua also went too personal to the issues to do with land and many other things in this country. It might be very difficult for him to make maybe friends after being impeached. Also, if you see that, is that Rigathi Gachagua was a top leader. This time around, if he's impeached, he's going to humble himself. And after humbling himself, probably akifika kwa faction fulani, if he reaches to a point where he's now meeting some people, maybe Kalonzo Musyoka's team, some Azimio people, Jubilee, he must humble himself because he has no party, he does not have allies, and all his allies are in government, and some of them are even being intimidated right, left, and center. So it's not going to be easy for him to operate outside the government and conduct opposition in the mountain region. That is going to happen. Now, one thing also I want to tell you that I believe that's going to happen is that the mountain is going to announce a presidential candidate very soon. What are they going to do so? They have to punish President William Ruto. And when I was listening to something online, someone was saying that you can only take Ruto out of power through the Kikuyus or through a coup. Probably in 2027, if you will not be elected into power, it will be a reason why. The reason will be the Kikuyus who will vote in one block, in unison with the rest of this country, particularly the youths who feel like they are fed up with what William Ruto right now is doing. Now, another thing that I expect that's going to happen, it is that Rigathi Gachagua is going to focus on businesses, ensure that he has grown business in terms of being, he has grown his entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship skills to ensure at least he has done the best job that he has never done before, because being outside politics, it comes with a lot of challenges, because especially if you had served in leadership before and now. Now, also, Rigathi Gachagua is likely to take this to court. After we have gotten the confirmation, the impeachment by the Senate, Rigathi Gachagua can take it to court, and the court will definitely rule either in his favor or against him. And that means if it rules against him, Rigathi Gachagua will continue being impeached forever. If it rules in support of him, that means Rigathi Gachagua is going to become a deputy president until the case is until his term has ended. But basically, it's very clear that Rigathi Gachagua is not going to do anything, because the Senate and the National Assembly of the Kenya right now, of the Kenyan Parliament, they are very clear in whatever they do. They have all to always obey what the executive is saying, because there's a law that comes with the Senate through the executive. Now, finally, I just want to say that President William Ruto will reorganize his government. We expect that to happen, and actually surprises so many key appointments, because like right now, if you speak, Murkomen is no longer working. It's no longer delivering. The same docket we used to have Abab Namama doing right and this and that, right, left, and center. Right now, there's nothing completed that is happening under Murkomen. So I feel strongly that it's going to happen. Another reshuffle is coming soon, and we'll have some people leaving government very soon. Those allies of Rigathi Gachagua, including Justin Muturi and many other leaders that were elected or given jobs because of him, basically they are going to follow him. That is my video there and there, because I feel strongly that if they are left, if those leaders who are allied to Rigathi Gachagua, they are left in government, particularly sitting in the cabinet meetings, Rigathi Gachagua is going to get unnecessary information, and that means these guys are going to sabotage the government from inside. Basically, they are going to be thrown out. That's my video there and there. And if this is the first time once again you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel.